Today we're reviewing the LaserHit Modern Dry Fire Training Kit, which allows you to practice. You can practice with many different types of pistols. In this case, this is the 45 automatic pistol. There's a Kimber, and you have to order a specific caliber or size that'll fit inside your pistol. And this kit again is for the 45 automatic pistol. We're going to open it up, do the unboxing, and then show you how it works. It's pretty cool though, because it allows you to do all that training, but you don't have to drive to the range, and you don't have to spend a lot on ammunition. So on the box, it shows you the cartridge that comes with the kit specific to your caliber, and when the hammer hits the firing pin, it emits a quick laser light on a paper target. You can use your own targets or you can use their targets, and they're just any kind of a black silhouette type target would work. And you have your iPhone. I think they make this for Android phones too, but you have your iPhone on a tripod pointing at the target, and your phone has an app on it that is able to see where the laser light hit. So the laser light just hits for just a brief fraction of a second, but it's recorded by the app, and the app will then tell you how you did, and also it can give you time parameters. Like you can say how many hits can I get in a certain amount of time. So it's pretty cool. And since it only emits laser light for a very short amount of time, the battery lasts a long time. So this is just this isn't the target you're really aiming at. This is just a way for your camera and the app to link in with your paper target. So that comes with it. And you have also, you can use again your own targets, or you can use the targets that come with it. And then you have your kit here. Pretty cool looking box. Outside of the box, let's see, it just talks about what's in the kit. It talks about how you can sharpen your marksman skills, and it's just dry firing at a whole new level. And again, you got to use your own firearm, which is good. Okay, so the kit includes the laser training cartridge, 45-inch full metal tripod with phone holder. I think you can also get these for an iPad if you wanted a little bigger thing that you can see from a further distance. You have a rigid double-side card with 2 targets. You have the premium case. You have a wireless or wired mirroring adapter. And then here's the things that you have to supply yourself. You have to have your own firearm, your own mobile phone, and again, I think this is mainly set up for iPhones. And then you can have this projected onto your own TV if you wanted to have even a bigger screen, so you could see how you were doing at a distance. You don't need to do that, but it could help. So inside the kit, that's really high quality looking kit. Open it up, and you got right off the bat your tripod for your phone. This is a nice tripod too. This is not cheap. This is metal and very adjustable. That's great. Okay, put that over there. Wait, let me bring this up a little higher. Okay, that's cool. And then oh yeah, so you have 2 things that slide. That slides up, this slides down. That gets your phone up there a little higher. That's cool. Simple. Okay, and we have this part of the kit. Should be the cartridge. So you can hold different cartridges there. Okay. So that's just a kit for you to hold your cartridge in, and then you have your user guide comes here, and then you have this, which is just, you could even use a pencil, but it's just something that can be used to push the cartridge out, going in from the front of the barrel to push it out of the chamber when you're done using it. It has the cartridge and then the user guide. So we're going to open that up and take a look. So when you get all that out, you have the nice wooden dowel to push out the cartridge when you're done. And then before you open it, there's a couple warnings that says don't degrease the O-rings. So the O-rings have a little bit of grease to let them move more readily inside the barrel, inside the chamber. It says don't load it into a magazine. So you're supposed to just drop this into the chamber. You don't load it through a magazine. And you don't rack and release. So, you know, normally you may pull the slide back and let its action bring the round forward. But in this case, you would just have the slide locked back, put in the device into the chamber, and then you would baby the slide down slowly, because we don't want that force to cause any damage to this. And there is the little switch that the firing pin hits, and that just lets the laser light come out. It's pretty cool. So open this up and we'll load it in. So before you use this laser light device, you want to just unscrew this part, and there's going to be a little cap on top of the battery. You want to have the big part of this pointing down, the little part pointing up, the red dot pointing up. Pull this off, and then there's a little plastic piece that's preventing the electricity from flowing. So now that we want to use it, we're going to get rid of that piece. That's just done to preserve the battery. We'll go ahead and put on the back piece, and then you can see the little batteries, kind of like little watch batteries. So we're going to go ahead and put that on and get that tight. And again, we don't want to really rub off the grease on the seals. So you're going to make sure that you have an unloaded firearm, nothing in the magazine. Confirm that. Have the slide locked back, nothing in the chamber. So we make sure we have an empty pistol. I'm going to point it in a safe direction. We're going to load it with the red dot pointing toward the back. I'm going to just put it into the chamber. And I'm just pushing in with my finger I'm going to go in as far as it'll go. You can feel that it's seated really well, like there's no slop because of those O-rings. Now I'm going to grab the slide, pointing in a safe direction. I'm going to take the slide lock off and baby the slide forward. Thumb safety on, and now point it in a safe direction. If I squeeze the trigger, I should get a little laser light. Yeah, over there. That's pretty cool. So you can see on the wall, just very brief, but little laser light right there. And then if you line up your sights and then you fire, it should be true to where your sights are pointing. That's cool. All right, and then the next part, go ahead and put my magazine, my empty magazine back in. So the next part is if you wanted to take out your training device and just get this back into a normal condition, you could take out your magazine. And again, you don't have to have your magazine into practice. You can have it without a magazine, it'll still work fine. And we're going to take thumb safety off. We're going to pull the slide back, and the round should come with us. Or actually, I don't think it has a rim, so I think we have to lock it back and then use our dowel. So I'm going to lock it back. Yeah, so usually a round would come with you because it has a rim that gets caught by the extractor. But in this case, it doesn't have that, so it just stays in, and that's why you need your dowel. So you're going to push that, and then you can see the round just comes right out. So pretty easy if you want to load or unload. You want to load it. Just going to put it in to the chamber by hand. Push it as far as it'll go, and then baby the slide down. And then you can test it, and wherever you line up those sights, that'll be where that round's going to go. You see that red dot? That's pretty slick. It's just showing how it works. It says the basic would be aim at the LaserHit paper target with your firearm loaded with the laser training cartridge and pull the trigger. The cartridge will emit a short red laser light each time it's struck by the firing pin. And of course, since it isn't live fire, you would need to, on some models, rack the slide back to get the hammer back, and in some models with an exposed hammer like the 1911, you could bring the hammer back, and then every time the hammer falls, it'll give you the red light. If you have the LaserHit app, which you can just download, it says use your phone to register the laser hits. The LaserHit mobile app running on your phone will track your shots on the target and display your hits. You will see each of your shots on your phone in real time with realistic sound effects. Mirror your phone screen to your TV with LaserHit wireless adapter and use your TV as a spotting scope. So this model doesn't come with that wireless adapter, but you can get that. It's not much more, and you would be kind of cool to have that if you wanted to just see better where your hits are, because you could have this TV real close to you. You could just look off to your side and see how you're doing. But if you don't have that, it's okay, because I think your phone app will be able to tell you how you did. It'll show you a representation of where those laser lights hit on your target when you're all done. They're saying before you load in, make sure you do have a clean a clean firearm. You don't want a bunch of carbon in there to pollute your new device, and also you do want to have a little bit of oil in your chamber. So it says for the batteries included, you should end up with being able to have over 300,000 shots, or about 3 years of battery life. Wow, because there's just such a short pulse every time. Very short laser pulse for the best accuracy. Okay, can be designed for semi-auto, bolt action, revolver. So this can be used on a rifle, revolvers. You just have to specify when you order it. We'll put a link in the description below so you can order yours, and again, just have to indicate what your caliber is. All right, this is going to be great. We're going to go ahead and get the app loaded up and then give it a try. There's a quick start guide on the back too. It just shows how you take out that little piece inside, so you have electrical flow inside the device. Shows how when you push the red button with the firing pin, it shows up, and says load the cartridge, open. It says don't load it in the magazine and then put it in, but again, load it directly in like we showed earlier. Take a test shot, point the firearm loaded with a laser cartridge, and then verify that you see that little red dot. So we did that, and when you're done, it shows you how to unload like we showed with the dowel. And then it says next thing is download the LaserHit app. So I'm going to do that real quick. So you've got a few options that come with the kit. This one's kind of cool. You've got this on a door. I just taped this target that came with the kit, and then you have to tape on this little one. You can shoot at it to cause it to reload. But you could use like this one. You could just put it on your TV. You have this type. It's really cool. It comes with these smaller ones, for probably better for like maybe a rifle. You have this one, sharpshooting. So we're going to use this one, and our arrangement is we have that set up, and we have our tripod here. This is a tripod that comes with the kit. We've got the camera pointed at the target. I'm going to go through the setup here real quick with you guys. I've already got it set up, did a little practice. Looks like I'm Doing a little munching, pulling to my left. But the camera's got to be able to see the target and also the little reload thing. So let me go backwards to redo this. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. And this is the firing range setup. This is on the app. I downloaded the app. You press the little target button, it'll go to the next thing. I'm telling it that I'm about 10 feet away. I don't have the wireless monitoring. You can choose yards or meters. And it does have more settings, but that's about all you need to get started. And then you press this little target button. Okay, so we did all that. Make sure that the volume's up enough where we can hear it. And it does give you some good voice results, tells you how you're doing. We have the tripod set up. So we're going to press the next one, the target button. So we're going to use the plus button. That should be good. So we can see it really well, and we can see the reload target. They do want you to have lighting pretty bright. This is a bit dim. It does work, but if I had more light on the target, it'd be better. Okay, so I'm going to press the next button, the target button. There's the reload mark. Tape it next to the target. So you can use your own targets. You don't have to use the ones in the kit. You can use a full scale target that you'd use, IPSC targets or whatever you normally use, and then you can just tape that little reload thing next to it and you're good to go. Just has to be a dark target. Doesn't have to be black, but just a dark color. You can see the reload mark because it's outlined in red. So we're good to go. So we're going to do the next one. They do like to see more light, so we're going to do the next one. I might go in a little tighter with this. That's better, yeah. So any kind of dark or black target will work. It looks good. You can see it really well in red. You can use this slider though. So if you see that, you can move your slider till it turns all red. That's it. We'll press next. So press next. It's going to tell us when to shoot. Shows where we hit. So then that's going to show you how you hit on the target, and it'll give you a score. And then when you're ready, you can just fire around at that reload target, and it should let you start over. So come up. So that did the reload, and we can do it again. You can hear it hitting. It's kind of fun, like you're hitting a metal target. So again, it's just showing you how you're doing. That did a little bit better. It's going to help you to not pull so many shots, and you don't have to use live fire. So it's pretty cool. So this kit is really great. Comes with everything you need to do a lot of live fire practice, to really develop your accuracy and even develop your speed, because it has a timer set up. And you could save a little money if you needed to, and you can just get these cartridges that have the snap cap that's hit by the firing pin, kind of like the primer, and then the laser signal comes out. You can get one of these from the same company, a really good company called LaserHit. And if you get that and then you download the app, you can get the app for free from the App Store. And once you have the app, you can download the targets, and the targets can be printed, and they just have to have this little mark, because when you fire the laser at that, it'll reset and allow you to do another sequence, and then it'll record all of your hits for you. So you can download that. It'll come with, you can download one of these types of targets or one of these kind of targets that you can print and put them up. So you really only need to have this one. If you didn't want to get the kit, you'd have to have some kind of a tripod that could hold your camera, or it could be your iPad that would be focused at the target. That's important. And then when you use the software, it's free to download, but then it costs, I think it's $9.99, or maybe it's $10, and then that allows you to use it. I think that's just a one-time deal, and that's about it. So you have the cost of this little guy, and you have the cost of using that $10, and you could be up and running because you can download the targets. The kit's pretty cool though. Here's an actual 45 caliber round. You can see they're similar, but the kit's pretty cool because it comes with all those targets already printed for you. They're a nice quality paper. You can use them over and over. Comes with a cool little curing case. You can put in your particular caliber round. There's different ones, so you could have many different types. I'm going to check with them to see if I can do a 7.62.39, the type we use in the AK, if that'll work in the AK. I think it will, but that'd be nice to also do the dry firing with that. So you have that kit, you have the tripod, you have this little guy which pushes it out of the chamber when you're all done, and it's a lot of fun. I think it's a good way to develop better accuracy, a better skill, and it's so much cheaper than going to practice at the range. Live fire certainly has advantages because you're going to have to learn how to deal with recoil, and that's super important. Plus, a lot of types of pistol shooting, you'll do a double tap where you'll fire and then you'll fire again rapidly. You'll fire 2 rounds very quickly, and we can't really do that with this because we have to fire, then bring the hammer back manually, or on some pistols you don't have hammer access, so you have to bring the slide back and forth and then fire again. So that's a slight disadvantage. Also, if you did a tremendous amount of practice where you're always manually controlling the hammer under a stressful condition, theoretically you may end up trying to control the hammer and it's already been cocked back because the gun actually fired. So a few little disadvantages, but mainly advantages, and I think it's a really good learning tool. So hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, you can contact me at scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com. And also, we'd love for you to become a member of our channel. And if you're a member, you'll have access where you can contact me anytime, and I'll be glad to help you with any questions. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope this will make you a better shooter.